Sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Welcome back. Now joined by New Orleans Saints wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders. Good morning, Emmanuel. Thanks for being with us. How you doing? How are you staying busy during quarantine these days?
I'm good. I'm on mountain time right now, so it's early out here. I had to wake up, but I got to work out here in like 45 minutes to an hour, so it's okay to wake up early and talk with you guys. I mean, look at you guys smile. The energy is right. I heard the conversations earlier. You guys are cracking me up, so I like you guys' personality. It kind of woke me up. You guys are my coffee this morning.
Love it.
Thank you, Emmanuel. It's incredibly kind of you. If for people that don't remember, Emmanuel Sanders has played in 3 Super Bowls, played with some great quarterbacks, almost played with arguably the greatest quarterback ever. Once upon a time, I thought you were going to go to the Patriots. I think you thought you were going to go to the Patriots. I'm curious, this offseason, when you were choosing between teams, you had a lot of options, a lot of teams courting you. What made you pick New Orleans?
I mean, if you just, I'm from Houston. My family's close to there. To play with another Hall of Fame quarterback and Drew Brees is a dream come true. And a pass-happy offense with Sean Payton. Michael Thomas as my counterpart. And, several Pro Bowlers coming back, a great organization, a great city. I just feel like it was just a perfect fit for me. And truthfully, it's a blessing for me to be in this situation. I'm 33 years old. I don't know how many years I have left, but I've always wanted to be back in a pass-happy offense. I played in a pass-happy offense in college with June Jones. In 2014, I played in Peyton Manning's system, and I've always wanted to get back in a pass-happy system. And so all those elements right there is just the perfect fit for me, perfect fit for my family. And so, like I said, I can't say it enough. I'm blessed to be in this situation. And like I said, I got to work out here in 45 minutes. I've been grinding, trying to prepare for the opportunity so I can make the most of it.
Nick mentioned that you've been to 3 Super Bowls. Can you tell when you're on a Super Bowl team early in the season? Is there something besides just the playbook or the win-losses that you've like, I think this is a Super Bowl team?
Yeah, so, I haven't been a part of a team like the Giants were, who when they won it all, barely made the playoffs and, got in and went on a run. I haven't been on one of those teams. I've been on one of those teams that from the jump, majority of the teams I've been on from the jump, we'll start 8-0 with the Niners. With the Broncos, we started 8-0. With the Niners, I think we went 9-0. With the Steelers, we started off hot as well. And so, you can tell from the jump that we do have a team that's capable of winning a Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, we got to keep chugging along because once the playoffs start, that's when teams start giving you their best, the best of the best. And so it's crazy to think about that, this is my 11th year coming up and I've been on, 3 Super Bowl teams. Unfortunately, I've lost 2 of those, but it's been a blessing all in all. And, hopefully I see the same thing in New Orleans and we can make this 4 straight Super Bowls. But at the end of the day, I got to win it, and so hopefully, even it out, make it 2-2.
So, Emmanuel, as good and as talented and as successful as you are and have been, there's something to going to a new team. There's something about chemistry that you still have to get on the same page with a new quarterback because you both haven't been on the field together. And obviously, because of the quarantine, we're separated. There's a lot of Zoom calling. But have you spoken to Drew Brees yet, one-on-one, on the phone? What do you guys talk about? How are you trying to get on the same page without actually physically being with each other?
Yeah, so I remember, when I signed with the Broncos in 2014, after I spoke with Elway, 2 minutes after talking to Elway and pretty much signing my contract, I get a text message from Peyton Manning saying, "Hey, let's get ready to work. Excited to have you, blah, 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 blah." It was like, wow, man, this dude is excited to play with me like a true leader. And the exact same thing happened with Drew Brees. Like right after I signed my deal, I spoke with Sean Payton. We were excited about it. And Drew texted me like, I'm happy to have you, ready to get to work. And I was just like, it's a reason why these guys are great. It's a reason why these guys are elite. And it's just crazy, the comparison. Obviously, we haven't had an opportunity to work out yet, but I got a feeling that I'm going to be getting a phone call here pretty soon from Drew saying that we're meeting at some location to work out because, I'm looking forward to the gaining that chemistry. I've been, working with my coach, trying to get the playbook and everything and just trying to really do the best that we could possibly do, with the circumstances at hand. I think that I'll be fine with the playbook, and I think that I'll be fine with Drew. I feel like we both have similarities in the fact that we're passionate about the game, we're passionate about winning, and we want to put up points. So hopefully that's the advantage us.
Emmanuel, though, maybe the only thing missing from your resume, oddly, just kind of happenstance, is a playoff touchdown. Done basically everything else. You almost had the biggest of all playoff touchdowns against my beloved hometown team. I still have flashbacks about it. You'd beat the coverage. It's the game-winning Super Bowl catch. You've done your job. Ball gets overthrown, unfortunately. Do you still have visions of that? Like, how long are you over that? Or how long did it take you to get over that?
I don't know if it's a situation where I'll ever get over, but, at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? It's nothing I can control and kind of got to let it go. You're from Kansas City. It was y'all's turn to win it all, and I firmly believe that. But I would be lying to you if I haven't been out on the football field and told the quarterback to give me a post route and simulated me catching it and running into the end zone and envisioning winning, scoring that game-winning touchdown. That right there could have been a legendary moment for me and Jimmy, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And so now, instead of walking into, airports and stores and everywhere I go, and people would have been like, great catch, man, you're a legend. Now they say, oh, man, you were this close. So hopefully I don't go down as this close. But hopefully we can change that this year. But that's a play that will forever be in my mind for sure.
Emmanuel, when the schedule comes out, do you look at it in the totality of the schedule, or do you look at it in specific games? Like week 1, you've got Tom coming into New Orleans. Are you like, this is going to be a shootout, I have to be extra prepared here? What's your mentality when you see the schedule?
Schedule really don't matter, but I do look forward to just to seeing pretty much how many road games, how many back-to-back games. But one thing about the schedule, it's interesting, when you asked me, why did I choose New Orleans as well? Because I looked at their schedule prior and I saw that they had, I think, 11 or 12 games inside in a dome. And I was just like, in this pass-happy offense in a dome, playing in the Superdome, I was like, this is perfect. Drew Brees, a quarterback. I was like, this is perfect. So I'm looking forward to that. Coming from Pittsburgh to Denver to San Fran, I never had an opportunity for a dome to be my home turf, and so I'm looking forward to that. Because I feel like every time I played in the Superdome, it's a different energy. It's like playing in the Cowboy Stadium or the Vikings. It's just a different energy playing in the dome, at least for me. And so I'm gonna enjoy that whole process.
What do you think, Emmanuel, surprised you the most this offseason between Brady going down to Tampa, Gronk unretires? This could be Aaron Rodgers last season. Cam doesn't have a team yet. What, as a player, were you like, wow, that one I didn't see coming?
You know what? I think it was really all of them. One thing about the NFL, and that's, you ask the coaches, you ask anyone, there's really no time off from the NFL. And, every free agency period when the NFL comes around, it's always shockers and it's always surprising, what's happening. And I think that I just feel like I was just catching blows after blows, like, oh, I didn't see that, from Cam to I kind of figured Tom would leave, but the Gronkowski situation is what really got me. I was like, oh, Lord, we got to face this dude again. Because if you guys remember in 2015 when we played these guys in the AFC Championship, Gronkowski almost beat us single-handedly, and I wouldn't have a Super Bowl ring right now. I mean, this guy was just mossing everybody. I mean, Tom was just throwing the ball up to him. And so I was like, man, we got to deal with this guy again, and he's in my division. And so I just think the NFL offseason is just so interesting within itself, and I look forward to it every year because teams are trying to – no team – if someone says they're in a rebuilding phase, like that's kind of weird for me because there's always opportunities to try to put a team together to try to compete and win a Super Bowl. And so you look at the Broncos and what they've done. They've literally flipped their whole roster around, and now these guys I feel like they're going to be good on defense. If you leave it up to Drew Lock and Drew Lock becomes Drew Lock, these guys can be dangerous as well and compete with the Kansas City Chiefs. So, I always look forward to the NFL offseason because It's some team that will flip their schedule that we didn't expect, like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you know, and compete for a Super Bowl.
Right, right. Well, listen, I know you have a workout you got to get to. We don't want to hold you back from that. Good luck this season in New Orleans. We're